What's going on, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you guys a friendly game versus a follower of the channel on Twitch. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright, so for this video we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be using an all right-handed squad versus an all left-handed squad. We're going up against Enigma, or also Hendo. He has a Twitch TV channel as well. I believe he has a YouTube channel as well. Basically how this happened was I got off work after a live stream. I went down to work the other day, and I got back and I was in Real Shelfie. I was in Shelfie's stream on Twitch, and he was in there. He gifted me a sub and asked me to play a 9-inning game, so I figured why the heck not. I'll get right into it. I was also checking out Shelfie's content. He was playing some ranked seasons, I believe. But basically, Enigma had an idea to try to get this challenge underway, and I had previously done a challenge of all left-handed hitters and all lefty squad versus a viewer game on, I believe it was Hall of Fame difficulty. This game is on Legend difficulty, and we will be playing 9 innings. He has the Kyle Freeland on the mound. I have this Finest Scherzer once again. We got kind of a little bit of a different team. I put in Jackie Robinson and Cal Ripken Jr. Cal Ripken's playing shortstop, and Jackie Robinson's playing third there as he makes the play. I don't know if anyone else would have got to that ball. That speed kind of allowed him to get there. But in the outfield, we have JD Martinez, Mike Trout, and then Vladimir Guerrero. Just mixing it up a little bit. We have Piazza behind the plate. Sandberg's playing second base. Pujols at first. We didn't use any of the left-handed hitters like Griffey or Babe Ruth, so he has Griffey himself. And here's this Kyle Freeland facing Mike Trout. I thought I got that one. It was off the end of the bat, though. Didn't really go the other way with it. And this game was good. I could tell it was going to be a great game. Battle Royale 12-0 player. I don't think I had matched up against Enigma or Hendo ever before. Maybe in an online game once earlier on in the season. I'm not quite sure on that. I wonder if he remembers playing against me or not. But anyway, we have Immortal Albert Pujols up and 2 outs already in the inning. And I'm looking for a pitch kind of over the middle of the plate. I mean, that's Legend difficulty. I find I throw a lot of pitches over the middle of the plate. So when I play against an opponent on Legend, I'm trying to hit those mistake pitches, and I talked a little bit about it in the last video. When you can't miss mistake pitches, and with a 9-inning game you have a little bit more leeway because there are more outs to work with. But there, JD Martinez didn't miss that one, hits it out to left field. Getting that big hit with 2 outs is very important in any baseball game. Anytime you score with 2 outs, especially, I mean, in real baseball we see it all the time. How many times teams win when they get a rally with 2 outs, and that's kind of the difference of the game most of the time when that does happen. So there I mean, he got a couple base runners. I walked somebody through a wild pitch. He advanced to third base, and George Brett rips a base hit up the middle. I had pretty much told him that 2 runs wasn't going to be enough to win. I knew that he was going to hit the ball. I knew that he was going to score some runs himself, and I thought I got away with one there. Griffey could have sent that one out for a 2-run shot. And that's kind of the way it goes on Legend. If you don't take a mound visit, or if you kind of just keep pitching and you don't really manage the game, then the pitcher's confidence and all that stuff, I think, matters a little bit more. There, Mike Piazza hits 1 out. In this situation, I probably would have got the bullpen warmed up if I was him. I had already thought about warming up the bullpen just because I didn't really like how Scherzer started out this game. The one thing about friendly games that's different from ranked seasons is when you warm somebody up, they come in fully warmed up, or they come in with full stamina. They don't have to wait a game or 2 without using them or whatever. You can use everybody that you have on your team, so you can pretty much play the game like it's a Game 7 of the World Series, if that makes sense. You can go to your bullpen early on, and that's what I had planned to do anyway. Most of the time when I play friendly 9-inning games, or if I'm going for World Series, I won't leave my pitcher in past the 5th inning. Just because I want to get as many at-bats with as many hitters as I can. If I go to my bullpen early, I can pinch hit often, as long as the game doesn't go into extra innings. That's the only time that you can get kind of messed up in that situation. But in a 3-3 game, starting off this inning with the leadoff triple with Mike Trout, I thought it was going to be a triple. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get to third. I figured I wouldn't risk it there. I thought it was too close of a play. 94 speed. There's no need. I have a chance to break the game open a little bit in this inning with a leadoff double. If I'm able to do the job earlier on in the game, I had an opportunity, and I wasn't able to score him. But here with Pujols once again, gets a base hit up the middle. That was a power swing. I was definitely off of the ball there, but Pujols just has a really good swing. If you're able to get the bat on it, and any contact is made is hit well. I just find that oftentimes I get jammed with him, or I don't pull the ball correctly, and that's why I've been struggling a little bit in a slump with him. But here's Vlad, and he gets that big hit for me with runners in scoring position, and that kind of breaks the game open a little bit, puts up a 4 spot in that inning, 7-3. And after this point, just had to kind of settle down a little bit, try to get as many outs as I can on some weak contact. But I definitely think I definitely had the advantage when it comes to the squad matchup in this one. I felt like he probably could have built a really good team with right-handed hitters. But me personally, I don't hit well with right-handed hitters, so I was curious to see how this game would go. I don't know if Enigma knows that, and that's why he wanted to do this matchup. But I pinch hit, like I said, in the 4th inning. Brought in Matt Kemp there, a card I hadn't really used in a while, the Conquest Extreme Matt Kemp, and he has really good stats versus lefties. I was saying it when I unlocked him that I thought he'd be an endgame card versus lefties. I still think he's usable, but there are just so many other cards with over 100 power that hit lefties well. I didn't know that they'd be releasing like a Ryan Sandberg later on in the season. I didn't know that some of these cards would come out. Finest versions would be this good, stuff like that. So I figured that Matt Kemp would still be usable. I was pumped to get him. And I did use him quite a bit. I just threw him in there because I wanted to use him this late in the year. Why not? But Hendo's not done. Enigma's hitting one out there. Ken Griffey Jr., I threw a splitter right over the middle of the plate. I think that was a splitter. But here I threw one once again up in the zone. I tried to get it like middle in, and that's just Leclerc's. Leclerc's has terrible control. He's got like 40 walks per 9, and then his control might be a little bit better. But I feel like the walks per 9 matters more so than the control does. I notice some of the pitchers that I have is like Max Scherzer has like 70 walks per 9. He's able to locate pretty well, but guys like Goose Gossage have 82 or whatever, or 78 or something like that, and I struggle locating a little bit more with him. So I'm kind of curious to see what actually matters with that. I wonder if it's like an individual control on certain pitches, if they have that as a stat. I mean, last year and previous years, Daddy Leagues would allow you to see what the individual stats are on each pitch, like individual break and individual control and speed differential and all that stuff. So anyway, I'm getting off track here. The opponent is not done yet. He's hitting one out with Kyle Schwarber there after Vlad sent one deep, another one. So it makes it 8-5 ball game. And this game was really good, man. I mean, I was just able to hit a little bit in this one, and so was he. He had some balls that I thought could have been hit out that it seemed like just died up in the air. I'm not sure if what the wind was like in this game. I think it might have been blowing in just a little bit, but also he doesn't have as much power. His guys don't have as much power as the guys I have versus lefties. It's just a matchup. This Bryce Harper, I think, was the live series. Any Bryce Harper in this game destroys me. That one I had to go with a changeup in that situation, and I got lucky, missed it. But this Cal Ripken Jr. squares it up perfectly. I think that was a power swing, hit it to center field, just did not get enough of it. So I think we both could have had some more runs in this game. Definitely could have been a little bit higher scoring, but it still was an extremely high scoring game. I mean, 8-5 on Legend is a tough one. You normally see a lot of, I don't know, but less than 5-run games on Legend just because the PCI size is small. A lot of people aren't used to playing on Legend. I think it's great practice. I think it warms you up for ranked seasons. I think that's why I do pretty well at the beginning of every month, is because I end the month with ranked seasons, or end the month with viewer games on Legend, and then hop into ranked seasons right after that, and I'm playing on All-Star. It just makes me a little bit, it helps me get prepared to play the game. And I just hit the ball a little bit better. I know All-Star has a little bit more randomness, and sometimes you don't get rewarded all the way, but I just feel like it helps me get ready. There, that was an infield fly. I was able to get out of that bases loaded jam. The opponent actually has more hits than I do at this point. He has 10 hits to my 9 hits. The difference is the big hit with runners on base, the big home run. But I still have a couple outs to work with and try to tack on some more runs to that lead. Facing this Aroldis Chapman, I have Mike Piazza up at the plate. I just swung a little bit too early on that one. When I was initially playing, it looked like I was on it, but because I swung a little bit early, my bat was on top of the ball there, even though the PCI was on the ball. Just didn't quite get underneath it and hit it for, pull it for a home run. But down to his last out here, he's got Ted Williams, and I went with Bruce Suter's fastball inside, and I think he was looking for the splitter in that situation, and got him with the strikeout. That was a great game. Definitely could have went either way. 3 run difference doesn't really tell how close of a game that was. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.